Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka and you're welcome to the Terrace Kitchen. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious chocolate cake which can also be a birthday cake. Let's get started. For the cake batter, we need half cup plus 2 tablespoon milk at room temperature. To the milk, add 2 teaspoon white vinegar. Mix the vinegar and milk well and let this mixture sit for 10 minutes. The milk will slightly curdle after 10 minutes. To bake the cake, here I've got my pan with some salt and a stand. I'm going to preheat this at medium flame for 10 minutes. Later in the video, you'll also find OTG instructions. After 10 minutes, mix the milk well, then add half cup plus 1 tablespoon powdered sugar, half teaspoon vanilla essence. Then add 4 tablespoon oil or melted butter. Do not use extra virgin olive oil, mustard oil or peanut oil. Use any flavorless neutral oil. After mixing the batter well, add 1 cup all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoon cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. You may sift all these dry ingredients together, so sift a little at a time and then you can mix and add the remaining. Or you can add all the dry ingredients and start mixing from the center. Use a whisk to remove the lumps, and as soon as you are done removing the lumps, you can remove the whisk. Make sure you do not overmix or overbeat the batter. Transfer the cake batter into a 6-inch cake tin lined with butter paper or parchment paper, or you can simply grease your tin with some oil. You can see the OTG or convection instructions on the screen. I'm going to bake the cake in my pan. My pan has been preheating now at medium flame for first 10 minutes and then 35 to 40 minutes at low flame. Make sure you switch off the flame as soon as the cake is done, otherwise you may end up getting a hard cake. Now cover the cake and let it cool down for 1 to 2 hours. In a bowl, take 1 cup whipping cream or fresh cream. Add 2 cups dark chocolate to the cream. If you're not going to use microwave to melt this, what you can do, you can heat the cream first, and as soon as it starts to bubble, switch off the flame and add to the chocolate and gently start mixing. You can let the cream and chocolate sit for some time so that with the heat of the cream, the chocolate melts. Or you can melt the chocolate and cream together in microwave. So first 1 minute and then after mix it. If required, you can keep this in your microwave again for 30 seconds. Our ganache is ready. Now let's move to the cake. So it has been approximately 3 hours and now I'm going to remove this cake from its mold. If you want to decorate your cake the next day, keep it in your refrigerator, not freezer. Keep it covered using a plastic wrap or a plastic bag or an airtight container, but make sure you do not keep it open in your refrigerator. If you keep your cake uncovered in your refrigerator, it might become dry and hard. You may level your cake or you can skip that part and then divide your cake into 3 layers. Now let's move to the decoration part. Today I'm going to decorate the cake directly on my cake board. So place a layer and add some sugar syrup, 4 tablespoon water plus 2 teaspoon or 1 teaspoon sugar if you do not want a lot of sugar. Next add some chocolate ganache. I haven't refrigerated this chocolate ganache. I let it sit at room temperature till it cooled down. You may refrigerate the ganache, but do not refrigerate it a lot unless you want to pipe it, because if the ganache becomes very stiff, it wouldn't be easy for you to spread it on the cake like this. If you're using refrigerated ganache, say you are decorating your cake the next day, then to soften it up, you can use a double boiler or microwave for 5 to 7 seconds till the ganache becomes spreadable. Finally, spread the entire cake with chocolate ganache. It doesn't need to be neat because we are going to stick KitKat on it. Do not refrigerate your cake after covering it with chocolate ganache, otherwise it would become very difficult for you to stick the KitKat chocolate because the ganache would set. In case it's winters and this has happened that your chocolate ganache is set, you can take some melted chocolate ganache and use it as a glue between the cake and the chocolate. You may add a lot of candies on top, but if you want to use less candies, then you can follow what I'm doing. So make layers of the candies. This way you would be able to cover the entire area with less candies. You may add more candies on top of this if you want. And finally a ribbon, a red ribbon or a golden ribbon, anything will look great on this cake. and a cake topper. Our easy to decorate and beautiful KitKat cake is ready. If you want to store it, once you're done cutting the cake, you can store it in an airtight container. But before cutting it, you can place it as it is in your refrigerator. If you want to keep it for a longer duration, take a big plastic container without its lid and place it upside down on this cake to cover it in the refrigerator. Since the ganache sets in refrigerator, you can microwave the cake slice for 5 to 7 seconds or maybe 10 seconds before serving. If you like this recipe, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Terrace Kitchen for more such wonderful recipes. Give this recipe a try and enjoy!